You know Wendy's is dedicated to using fresh beef that's never been frozen?
No.
I mean, do you realize what kind of commitment that takes? I mean, they're vowed to something, and they continue to deliver on that promise.
I never said I'd buy you a car for graduation.
A promise is only good if it's kept. Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers are made with fresh, never frozen beef. That's a promise. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's.
Hi, I'm Bryce with UNI Furniture in downtown Logan, where we have been in business for 80 years. How have we done it? Well, we've had great prices on high quality furniture, and we've had great customer service as well. And remember, it's always a better buy at U&I.
Hey, welcome back to the Game of the Week. I found my friend Nate Young here from Intermountain Sports Medicine. Welcome to halftime.
Thank you.
Fun game so far.
It's a great game.
Where do you usually hang out? You don't usually hang out here. You usually hang out at Skyview, don't you?
Yeah, my daughter goes there, and so maybe a little loyalty, but I like all the games, and they're usually good to just come out and watch a good high school game.
I was really asking if you're biased.
So I can't say that.
Well, Intermountain Sports Medicine does a fantastic job helping people with rehab, and I was your patient for a while. Oh my gosh, look how much skinnier I was back then. That's terrible.
Okay, here's the winners.
Seriously, how long ago was that?
25.
That was a few years ago.
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. All right, talk to me about knee injuries and really what you can do to help people get better from knee injuries.
Yeah, in the last few years, there's actually been a lot of changes just with different research coming out, and so some of the stuff we do with Intermountain Sports Medicine is actually go out to the high school and we'll set up programs to try to prevent some of the injuries and try to get them down, because as you know one big injury and you can miss the season. They're not really long in the high school, so we're just trying to get them stronger, and what we're looking at here is, some of the testing maybe when you're ready to get back.
See, I had left knee surgery, but you're testing my right knee. What are you doing there?
Well, what we want to do is look at your right knee compared to your left knee so we can see what percentage, and we're usually trying to get you 85 to 95% to get you back to playing. Or racquetball. I know you used to play racquetball.
I still do. I still do, as a matter of fact, and because of you, I can. You can see the 2 holes on my left knee.
Yeah.
That, well, this is bringing back bad memories. But you guys at IHC really made that better. Talk to us about some of the injuries that you see on a regular basis. Of course, knees.
When we're looking at the high school injuries, we see a lot of knee injuries, a lot of shoulder injuries, a lot of ankle injuries. Basketball, a lot of sprained ankles or ankle fractures. Some elbow injuries, so any of those, whether it's a ligament or whatnot. And then what's coming up here is a running evaluation. Cache Valley is kind of a niche to a lot of running. We have home of the Top of Utah Marathon and some half marathons, so a lot of people get injured, or even if they haven't been injured and they want to get into running, we can do a running evaluation. So what we're doing here is we'll actually have the patient or the runner come in and we'll mark them, and then we video them, and then we take it and put it on the computer. And the nice thing with our software now is we can look at it frame by frame and say, this is what their foot's doing. Is it coming in pronating and recommend shoes, or are their hips dropping, or they have not flexibility?
So this isn't just for people who have injuries. This is if you want to get better at your sport, in particular running.
Yeah, and that's some of the change that's been in the last few years is, we're actually doing a lot of health promotion, and somebody, maybe I've ran 1 or 2 miles a few times a week, and now all of a sudden I want to train for a half marathon, and there's a big difference of running 30 miles a week compared to 10, a couple miles at a time. And so, with that we can go ahead and assess them and do recommendations for training, shoes, and just try to get them back doing their sport.
Well, fantastic. This is a great sport as well.
Yeah.
The cheerleaders sometimes get injured as well, and they can get taken care of. Tell us how they can get a hold of you for anything, whether it's injuries or otherwise?
You can just call us down at Intermountain Sports Medicine at 716-2882, and we can help you out with any of your needs, whether it's something from getting stronger and faster in our sports and our Athletic Republic program, doing a running evaluation, or if you've been injured, we'd be glad to evaluate you and try to get you back to where you want to be.
Well, that's one of the things I want to talk to you about before I let you go. I have a son who's 12, and he's a pretty good basketball player, but I want him to get better. What can you do for me?
So, with our Athletic Republic, they get in and they don't do a ton of weightlifting with the boys of that age, but they do a lot of footwork and a lot of even training to run correctly on a treadmill, help prevent injuries, but it also can help them be faster and stronger. And, all athletes want a little bit of advantage if you can find that.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Maybe I'll give you a call because he needs it. He's a little short. He's got to be really fast. Well, we want to thank you for joining us, Nate. Nate Young from Intermountain Sports Medicine. If you get a problem, give them a call. Have your doctor refer you to them. That's a great place to go. I had a great experience there, and really, I'm playing in a racquetball tournament next month, and I couldn't have done it without you.
Well, thank you, and good luck.
All right, thanks. We're going to take a break right now and come back with more Game of the Week, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Sports Academy, your club, your results, your life.
One of the reasons I really enjoy banking at Lewiston State Bank is because I enjoy the friendly service. They know me by name, they know who I am, and they know what my business is, and that is very important to me.
I've been banking at Lewiston State Bank for about 9 years, and we love it. They know who I am.
We are proud to have been serving our customers for over 100 years with personalized, friendly service. Please come in and meet your new friends at Lewiston State Bank.
Hey, welcome back to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. It is brought to you by some great sponsors, which include Icon Health and Fitness, Never Give Up. Aggies, it's the place to be. Camp Chef, it's the way to cook outdoors. Magical Moon Toys, make sure you visit our Sweet Pea Sweet Shop. The Sports Academy and the Racket Club is your club and your life. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Intermountain Sports Medicine, stay in the game. U&I Furniture, where it's always a better buy. S&U Jewelers, the middle of the block, side of the clock. Lewiston State Bank, your hometown bank. ARS Flood and Fire Cleanup. You got a mess? You better call ARS. Cache Valley Specialty Hospital. You do have a choice in medicine. Lynn's Audio and Video, your Cache Valley Audio and Video Specialist. The Logo Shop, where they logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. I got to tell you, those are some great sponsors. If you get the chance to go in and thank them for helping bring high school sports to your living room, do it, because it's a great part of our community, and we sure like doing it. So the first half was all Skyview. Actually, the second quarter was all Skyview. It was pretty well a close game in that first quarter, but they blew it open in the second quarter, now leading 28-17. Some of the scoring results from that first quarter, or first half, Grayson Moore for Skyview had 10 points, leading the scores, all scorers tonight. Knowles had 6 points. Scratch that. Moore had 4 points. Knowles had 10 points because of all those three-pointers. Put those on the wrong line. Corbell with 4 points, Oliverson with 4 points, Nielsen with 4 points. Nyman for Logan with 2 points. Olsen leading scorers for Logan for 8 points. Murphy with 4 points. Sadler with 3 points. The big story is the foul trouble for Logan, now with 3 on Cannon, 2 on Murphy, 3 on Benyon, 2 on Sadler, and 2 on Derek Larson, 1 on Vernier. That's going to be an issue. There's still a minute to go in this halftime. We're going to take one quick break and then come right back with more action on the Valley Channel Game of the Week, so stick around.
Discount Tire, so much more than a tire store. Brakes?
We do that.
Oil changes?
We do that.
Shocks and struts?
We do that.
Batteries?
We do that.
That's right, so much more than a tire store.
All of our service work is performed by ASE certified technicians
and is backed by our exclusive coast-to-coast service warranty, honored at over 30,000 locations nationwide.
Discount Tire, so much more than a tire store.
Their teeth are chipped or discolored or anything, I would highly recommend Lumineers to any of my friends. And so I talked to some people who had Lumineers, talked to them about the process. It indeed was painless. It was short. You know, it didn't take any great time out of their life. And the results were amazing. I mean, especially for some people that I've seen who had like chipped teeth or a lot of discoloration, totally changed their outlook and their perspective and how they felt about themselves.
And keep their scorers on the floor. Starting lineups in the second half looks like Nielsen, Oliverson, Corbell, Moore, and Knowles for Skyview. For the homestanding Logan Grizzlies, Nyman, Benyon, Murphy, Cannon, and I do believe it's Olson, who I can't see down there right by the referee. Looks like his curly locks. Sure enough, it is. We're underway in the second half. Logan's going to run the weave to the top of the key, looking for open baskets. Benyon way out of his range. Nyman looking down low, and the pass is turned over and taken away by Oliverson, who kicks it out to Grayson Moore. Grayson Moore turns it over, trying to get that ball to Nielsen underneath, and Cannon picks it up. Nyman comes back and gets the ball. Shot underneath, kind of a wild shot by Cannon, but it finds its way to the bottom of the basket. 28-19. These first few defensive stands by Logan are huge, and Nielsen sets a screen, and Olson runs through the screen, and he smiles as Nielsen goes flying into the legs of Grayson Moore, and that's a good call by the official. That's Olson's first foul of the game. The official having some words with the assistant coaches of Skyview. They at least look jovial or cordial. Any other word that ends with IAL, whatever. Deep pressure on Oliverson, gets it down low to Moore, who puts up a short shot. There's going to be a foul with a reach, but that's going to be on Oliverson. Let's take a look and see if it is. It's not. It's on
number 12, Joe Benyon.
Oh, they call it against Logan.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Joe Benyon's fourth foul, one more, and he's done for the night. He goes and sits on the bench. Still 6:56 to go in this third quarter, and that's a big loss for the Grizzlies. And Grayson Moore does a good job not to travel there full speed and stops on a dime. Knowles looking for a shot, kicks it around the Corbell, and they're going to call that foul going the other way against Knowles. A moving screen on the offensive foul. He looks away in disbelief. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Official.
Checking in for the Bobcats, number 3, Ty Nielsen.
Ty Nielsen comes in for Skyview. He's been a big contributor and played very well in getting the offensive sets rolling. Nyman back to Murphy. Murphy trying to work the weave, goes and finds the corner, and Skyview spreads that defense out. That's a good no call by the official. The ball's going the other way, though. Murphy leaves it short. The official's going to have a conference, and Coach Logan Brown nearly came out of his skin. And they're going to talk together, and that's good officiating to work together and get the call right. Ball's going to stay here with Logan. Still down by 9 points. 6:25 to go in this first quarter. Second half. Whatever it is, it's high school basketball. There's a deep shot by Olson, and it's a 3-ball. That's his 9th, 10th, and 11th points, and there's a big screen in the backcourt by Oliverson. Oliverson hurries up court, gets in the offense, and Sadler with the blatant push. There's nobody around you. You just cannot do that.
Foul on number 52,
And that is Sadler's first foul. Take a look at the replay here. Sometimes you can get away with some pushing and shoving underneath if there's nobody else around you. Keep watching the middle of the key. This replay brought to you by Baldwin Optical. It's right here. Look at, you see the end. Jordan Nielsen's head flips around. Back to live action. Nielsen makes him pay and scores 2 points. 6 points on the night.